There are situations in business where you know you're right. The work was done correctly, the agreement was clear, the expectation was reasonable, but the customer is upset anyway. They might raise their voice, they might accuse you of something that you didn't do, they might try to push responsibility onto you, and in that moment, it's not just about the situation anymore, it becomes personal. When the situation escalates like that, it usually isn't about the exact issue being discussed. It's about pressure. The customer might feel frustrated, confused, financially stressed, or uncertain about the outcome. So instead of processing the situation clearly, they react emotionally. And what tends to happen next is the business owner reacts back. Not always by yelling, but by defending, explaining more, pushing back harder, trying to prove they're right. And that's where the situation escalates, because now both sides are trying to control the outcome at the same time. Most business owners approach these moments from a position of correction. If I explain this clearly, they'll understand. But when someone is already frustrated, they're not processing information the same way. So more explanation doesn't calm the situation, it adds pressure. And what usually happens is the more one side tries to prove a point, the more the other side resists it. Even if the facts are clear, de-escalation is not about winning the situation. It's about stabilizing it. Before anything can be resolved, the situation has to come back down to a level where both sides can think clearly. And that doesn't happen through correction. It happens through control on your side, not control of the person. The first step is to remove tension, not add clarity. That usually looks like this. I understand why that would be frustrating. Let's take a second and look at this clearly. That doesn't mean that you're admitting fault. It means that you're lowering resistance. The second step is to slow the conversation down. When things escalate, everything speeds up. Talking, reactions, assumptions. Slowing it down gives the situation space. That might look like, let's go through this step by step. Let's make sure we understand this properly from your side and my side. Now you're shifting from reaction to structure. Third step is to separate emotion from facts. Not by dismissing emotion, but by not responding emotionally. Once the situation is calmer, you can start by clarifying what was agreed to, what was done, what was the actual issue, without raising your tone or trying to win the moment. A customer says the job wasn't done right. You know it was. Instead of immediately defending the work, you respond calmly. You acknowledge their concern. You ask them to explain what they're seeing. You listen without interruptions. Now the situation is no longer a confrontation, it's a discussion. From there, you walk through the facts, what was requested, what was completed, what matches, what doesn't. And if there's something that can be adjusted reasonably, you address it. If it isn't, you explain that clearly without tension. It keeps the situation from getting worse. It protects your professionalism. It prevents small issues from turning into bigger ones. Because once things escalate too far, resolution becomes harder no matter who's right. In the business, there will be moments where you're misunderstood, moments where you're being blamed for something that isn't accurate. And what tends to happen is the focus shifts from proving that, but the escalation isn't about proving anything in the moment. It's about bringing the situation back under control. Because once the situation is stable, the facts can be understood. But if the situation stays escalated, even clear facts won't resolve it.